everybody. Welcome to this episode of Coffee with Chuck, although today it's actually Tea with Chuck. And I'm really excited to bring to you our 3rd District Congresswoman, Sharice Davids. She agreed to answer some of our JAG-K student questions about her job and some of the reasons she ran for Congress. And so we're going to play that video. And then in the next several weeks, we'll also hopefully have a similar video from one of our other members of Congress. So this is 3rd District Congresswoman Sharice Davids.
Hi, everybody. I'm Rep. Sharice Davids. I represent the 3rd Congressional District in Kansas in the U.S. House. And I'm excited to get a chance to answer some questions from our high school students in Kansas who are participating in the Jobs for America's Graduates program. And I guess before we get into the questions, just so you know a little bit about me, after I graduated from Leavenworth High School, I actually didn't ever think that I was going to do something like run for Congress, but I did know I wanted to continue on in school. I went to Johnson County Community College. I got an associate's degree there. That took about 4 years, and then I also got a bachelor's degree at the University of Missouri in Kansas City, and then eventually went to Cornell for law school. I'll stop there and start taking some of the questions. Thank you. Okay, question number 1. Let's see, first question is from a student at Shawnee Mission West High School. What made you become a representative? That's a good question. Well, I guess the easiest and shortest answer is the people of the Kansas 3rd made me a representative, but I think there are a couple of big picture things. One is I definitely thought that our district needed new representation. I didn't feel necessarily satisfied with my predecessor's job. And then the second thing is I think we need to have a government and decision makers who have experiences that are more reflective. Like I said, I went to Johnson County Community College. I worked the entire time I was in school. I was raised by a single mom. All of those are pretty normal experiences that a lot of different people have. And I wanted to see more of that in our government and from people who are making the policies that impact all of us. So let's do another question. All right, let's see. Okay, this question is from Kylie at Westridge Middle School in Overland Park. What's your favorite part of being a member of Congress? I'll tell you my favorite part of the job and then what I think is the kind of coolest perk. It's really interesting and I'm learning a lot. And because of all of the people that I get to meet and interact with daily, it's pretty inspiring. I hear from constituents, tons of people who live in Kansas who are doing just like truly amazing things, trying to change the world, trying to make sure that everybody has more opportunities and that sort of thing. So I think, like, especially as somebody who loves to talk to people, that's probably like one of the best parts of the job is like learning and talking to people about the amazing work they're doing so that we can then bring that here to DC and help influence the policies that impact all of us. And then the coolest perk is not COVID times, but when people come to visit, if they're here and it's late enough and we're not like voting on the floor, I can take people onto the House floor. And so I'm looking forward to when we get kind of back to normal so I can do that again, because it's like a cool nerdy experience that I get to have every now and again. Okay, what's the next question? Right, let's see. Okay, we've got Alexis at McPherson High School. of all the things you've accomplished, what's the most important to you and why? Um, that's a good question. So I'm gonna tell you like two different things. One is when it comes to like legislation and things that I've had the chance to vote on. Um, you know, 2 of my 3 years here have been during a pandemic, and it has been like, I mean, it's been a lot. You all know this because you've been experiencing it too. So getting the chance to just, do everything I can to be part of the federal response to that has been, it has felt so important, and I just feel really grateful to be in this position during this time in history. And then the second thing is, I think that not enough people realize how important and how amazing Kansas is, and to be able to be part of, have Kansas be part of sending the most diverse freshman class ever to Congress. It's probably like the coolest thing, in my own nerdy kind of way, that I like. I just love it. I love being able to share with people stories about the amazing things that people are doing at home, and so that's probably like number two. Last question. Okay, we're gonna do one more. All right. Okay, Jolie at Augusta High School. Do you feel like there are enough small town voices being represented in politics? The needs of a small town are different from that of a larger city. Um, this is a great point. I'm glad you asked about this because, I got the chance to be a White House fellow, and I spent my day to day at the Department of Transportation. And I remember when I was there realizing how few people from not just the like Midwest or states like Kansas, um, but how few people are like in policy making, decision making positions that have ever lived in a rural area or have exactly what you're talking about, more experiences living in less populated areas, small towns. And it was really eye opening. And it was part of what helped me realize how important diversity in representation is. Because, of course, we need to have, I mean, we need more women in office. We need more people from diverse backgrounds. We have to make sure that those diverse backgrounds include things like folks who have rural experiences, folks who have small town experiences, because again, these decisions impact everybody, and having those voices at the table just make sure that we're doing the best possible job we can for everybody. So, thanks for that question. It was really good. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for sending in the questions. I really enjoyed them. And also thanks to the Jobs for America's Graduates program and all the work you're doing. I am looking forward to seeing what all of you do. We'll talk to you later.